Hey guys, in this video we'll be continuing with the Python video tutorials. We'll be going over the insert method. So we'll be working with lists. So we'll be working on the insert method in lists. So the insert method allows you to insert an item into a list at a specific position. You pass two parameters to the insert method, an index specifying where the item should be inserted and the item that you want to insert. So let's just do an example here. So we'll just work in a main function. So I have like names list points to some list. We'll just have like a list of strings. So we'll just have it can just be like, well, maybe we'll just do fruits list. So we'll just have pear, grapes, and oranges. So just three different elements. Then we'll just print the list out. So we'll just say print fruits list. So we can actually just say that we want to print the list before the insert. So we're going to print the list before the insert, and then we will print the fruits list. So basically, yeah, we're going to print the list before the insert. And then here we'll call fruitslist.insert. And we'll pass in two parameters. The first parameter says that we want to pass an index at index, so we want to pass the element at index 0. And then we want to pass in that we want to change pear to like a coconut. Is that how you spell coconut? So yeah, so we want to put coconut in index 0. And then we'll print that this is the list after in a string. So we want to say the list after the insert. Then we'll just print the list again without a for loop. So we'll just print the fruits list. So we'll just call main here. So I don't think I need to step through this in the debugger. It's pretty simple. Once you get it, so we just have, so we print, so first this fruits list points to this list. So then we print the list, so we print the message, the list before the insert, which is printed here. Then we print the fruit list, which is the fruit list, or the fruits list, and then then we print the list after. So then actually before that we insert coconut in index 0. So instead of changing index 0, it actually just added 1 and moved and shifted the elements up. So if I said change pear, that's my bad. So what's actually going to happen here is we're going to, I think it actually shifts it by 1. So if we it's going to drop something in the list, and it's going to move every other element up an index. So it's going to be index plus 1. So it's going to shift. It's going to take whatever's in pair, sorry, whatever's in index 0, it's going to actually go before that. So it's going to put coconut before index 0 and move the rest of the index up an index. So pear goes from index 0 to index 1. Grapes goes from index 1 to index 2, and oranges goes from index 2 to index 3. 0, 1, 2. Yeah, so it's 3 after we add 1. So everything gets shifted up by 1. If you're placing an item in the first, or whatever index it is, the items after get shifted by up by 1. So I believe the rest of the elements stay the same if they're before that number, so I think pair should stay the same if we change this to index 1. So pear should still be index 0. And now coconut will come after pear, which will be index 1, and then grapes and oranges will get shifted up in index by 1. I believe, so let's just try that. So the list before the insert, pear, grapes, oranges, same thing here. Then we inserted coconut at index 1. So yeah, pear stayed the same. Coconut got placed at index 1, and grapes and oranges got shifted up by 1. So hopefully that clears up any confusion. We can move on to the next method. So we'll go over the sort method now. So we just went over the insert method. We'll go over the sort method. Alright, so the sort method rearranges the elements of a list so they appear in ascending order from the lowest value to the highest value. So it's going to take your list and sort it, either alphabetically or numerically. So basically, if you remember on that, does Python use the ASCII table? I think they do. Just double checking that. I think they use ASCII. I believe it's ASCII. I'm not getting a straight answer on Google. I think it's ASCII and not Unicode. Either way, basically A has some value on it. So let me just pull up the ASCII table too to make this clear. Some people might not know. ASCII table. Sorry, yeah, it's ASCII table. So if you go to ASCII tables what's it called? ASCII. So it's www.asciitable.com. You'll find the table, and there's going to be 3 columns: decimal, hexadecimal, and octal. So if you've seen my C tutorials, I've gone over all that in detail. But basically, you're going to find the letter A under the. There's actually a 4th column, which is care. Actually, sorry, there's sometimes a 4th column, sometimes a 5th column. One of them sometimes HTML, so it just depends on what column you're looking at. If you're looking at, so find the letter, let's just say it's a capital A. It actually has a lower value on the ASCII table, and the lowercase a actually has a higher value on the ASCII table. By value, I mean that the capital letter A is associated with the decimal value 65. They also have a hexadecimal representation 41 and octal representation, which is 101. I've gone over that in C, so you can check it out if you're interested in my C playlist. I'll be updating that as well. I still have lots of videos to upload. But basically, so if we have if it's going to sort if the sort method is going to sort a list of strings or characters, it's going to take the first letter and arrange them. Basically, lowest would be A, higher would be B, higher than that would be C. So it'll start from lowest to highest. So it'll pretty much just arrange it alphabetically. But just note that the alphabetical ordering is based on these numbers: 65, 66, 67, all the way to Z. There's characters and numbers and lowercase letters as well. They all have values. The ASCII table supports less characters and languages compared to the Unicode index, which Java uses, for example, and other languages use it. I believe JavaScript uses Unicode as well, but you can double check that. But basically Python probably, I guess, doesn't support as many languages then. It's based on English, because there's only English in the ASCII table, English characters and numbers, and they don't support every single symbol, such as all those special alt codes, I believe, but they pretty much just includes like the common ones. So anyways, hopefully that makes sense. So in that case, we'll just do we'll do an example here. We'll actually just sort a list of integers. So we'll just have def main. So then we'll have just say list, maybe num list, whatever. Points to like some random values. I'll just go with whatever, something like that. So we'll say we want to print the original list. Then we'll say we want our num list. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort it by calling the sort method of the list module, basically. So we're going to have so when we create a list object, we have access to methods. So this will include the sort method. So we'll call num list. We'll hit the dot operator. So then we'll hit the dot operator and type in sort. And that's going to sort these numbers in numerical order, I believe lowest to highest. So we're calling the sort method, and then now we're just printing the num list after the sort method. Because once you print it again, of course, and we sort it initially, then it's going to print the sorted order after. And sorry, I just forgot to print the actual original list here, so we'll just call num list here. What's up with that? I'm not sure what that is, so let's just have a main call here. That should be all, so let's just save and run that. So the original list, 246, 234, 246, 234, 643, 25, and then after that, as you can see, it printed 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6. So that means that it grouped the lowest values together. Since they're all the same, it aligned them together beside each other, and then went up to the next value, grouped those together, went up to the next value, grouped those together, and went up and continued to go on till the highest value in the list was complete. So that's pretty much it. We'll probably just end it there for the insert and the sort method. hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully I didn't confuse anyone. So if you guys liked the video, you can like and subscribe to the channel if you like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. We'll be working on the remove method, the reverse method, and the del statement. Then after that we'll be going over the min and max functions, and then we'll be copying lists, processing lists, totaling values in a list, averaging values in a list, passing a list as an argument to a function, returning a list from a function. Some more practice, lists and files. So there's there's going to be a lot more videos, obviously, and then we'll do two-dimensional lists. And that will be it. Finally, we'll do tuples. In the next, there's not that much to do on tuples, but we'll do a few videos on it. And then we'll be working with strings and then dictionaries, and then we'll probably be done, and then I'll probably maybe do some extra object stuff. So I'll see you guys in the next video if you want to watch the remainder of the series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.